Central Indiana, what is going on? All of Indiana, what is going on? It's January 2nd. Happy New Year, 2014. New year, new start, fresh start. Hope all my friends are doing well. Well, you guessed it. When I make a video, there's usually something pretty significant coming. And this next week, from now through, probably next Friday, is going to be intense in Indiana. We are just going into the tank as far as temperatures, and you've already all heard this, I'm sure. And I'm just here to verify, maybe give you a little bit of an idea of what's coming. You know, there's a lot of people putting videos out there, and they're all doing a great job. I compete with no one. I just want to throw this out there because I like doing it. It's fun. So let's get started. This is the GFS, Global Forecast System. The model some love to love and some love to hate. Anyway, let's get started here. Sunday, Saturday overnight. First of all, let me take your attention here, okay? If you've been following me, you know I always tell you this. Our storms like to ride. Here's the 540 line, which will be your 32 degrees. Simple. Here's the 546 line, which will be above freezing, above 32 degrees. Well, guess what? Guess where these storms like to ride? That's right. I've been touting this all winter, right in through here, okay? And this is big. This is vital. This is vital because if this line right here, this 540 line, decides it wants to play a little further south, if it decides it wants to go a little bit further south, it is going to suppress our system south. Right now, I don't think that's going to happen. I could be wrong. I don't know. I think we're getting a pretty general track set up here. So let's see what the GFS is doing. Okay, you can see the GFS is starting right here. This is what we call digging. See this right here? This is called digging. This is a trough. This right here, this is a ridge. This is warmer air pumping up. This is colder air. And the reason why I've liked this storm so much, folks, is because in tornado season, we look for what we call these clash of air masses, and we've got it going on right here. I mean, we're clashing right here. You can see it. We're clashing. This is tornado season in the winter. Not with tornadoes, but the clash of the masses right here in wintertime. Well, you guessed it. And I saw this last week, and I thought to myself, I said, if this cold, I'll admit I was not on board with the cold, this severe of cold, but I'm starting to get on board with it. But the first thing I thought, I said, hey, you know what? There has got to be a storm somewhere in here, and it's going to be a big one. And it's going to be a big one. And lo and behold, here we go. Here's the GFS. Okay, the GFS is different than the other two I'm going to show you. It could pan out. The solution could be right. I don't know. The GFS takes the 540 line further south, okay? As a result, there's your surface low, forms further south in Arkansas, okay? Let's go forward here. All right, watch what it does with the surface low. Okay, there's your 540 line. Well, looky here. There's your 540 line right there. And it has suppressed the GFS a little bit further southeast. It's all dependent on how far this cold and how fast it rushes in. We need it to set up just in the right spot for us to get a perfect snow. Okay? So the GFS hits, it's still a hit for us, as you can see right in here. Central Indiana, it's still a hit, but the main low pressure shoots off through eastern Kentucky. Okay? Alright, the Canadian model, the good old Canadians. I love the Canadians, don't get me wrong, they're cool. Okay, let's go back here. The Canadians doing, I don't know why this is doing that, I'm sorry it went so far in. The Canadians doing something similar. It's taking this cold air right in there just as deep, but it's got a little bit of a buckle right here if you notice in the colder air. Well, the Canadians developing the low right in here in northwestern Arkansas. GFS developed it right here. Okay? That was the track difference. The Canadian develops it right here. So, yes. Can you see where I'm going? Guess what's going to happen with this run? It's going to go right along the Ohio River. And guess what? That track puts the heaviest snow right here. Do I know which track's going to happen? I don't know. But let's go forward to show you I wasn't lying. There goes the Canadian. Look at that. Look at that track. This is textbook, folks. Textbook track for heavy snow for Indiana if this happens. It just does not get any better track-wise. We got a 10-12 millibar low. That's not very powerful. Excuse me. I think this low is going to be a little bit stronger than this. They do what we call deepen. This is a recipe this clash of air masses with the ridge right here and the trough right here with the colder air coming down with it. Look at that 480. I'll get into that here in a minute. This is a recipe for what I call rapid intensification. What I mean by rapid intensification, look it up in the history archives and look at the 78 blizzard. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this is going to be 78. No. That was once in a lifetime. That was a once in a lifetime storm. But that underwent rapid intensification. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you guys. This has a chance to be a blizzard. It does. It does. It all depends on if we meet the criteria with the wind fields behind it. Okay, 35. I believe it's 35 miles an hour sustained for 4 hours. I believe. I may be wrong. Blizzard has to meet the criteria wind-wise. Do I think this storm's going to deepen enough to meet that? I don't know yet. It's possible though. No, I'm not gonna candy coat this. You want to label me hyper? Go ahead. It is possible this is a blizzard, guys. Sorry, it just is. Okay. Canadian had a glitch here on this run. I apologize. There's no preset, but as you can see, look at the. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, why can't this pan out? If you're a snow lover, it takes this low right along the. Look at that. It's right in that low, like I keep telling everybody, right along that 540 line, right along the Ohio River, and you guessed it, heavy snows right over our heads. Okay, so that's the Canadians' take. All right, let's go to the Euro, the one everybody loves. And I got to tell you all, these models are guidance. Okay, it's guidance. I'm going by the overall upper air pattern. I know there's going to be a storm because of this whole upper air pattern, but these models can help us fine tune it to where it's actually going to go. Okay, so let's go to the European. The European really digs down too. Okay, you can see it. We're on pretty good consistency here. The 540 line into the Panhandle of Texas, northern Texas. Now, the European does what the Canadian did. Okay, right here. There's our low starting right there. Okay, now if you draw a straight line, look at the 540 line. 540 line's right here. Okay, now draw a straight line right along that. Right there, and look where that takes it. Right along the Ohio River. Okay, do you see what the GFS did? The GFS developed it right here, so the GFS went like that with it, and it took it further east, which brought our heavier snow down with it. Okay, I hope I'm making sense here, guys. And we don't know what's going to happen yet. If this colder air pushes down further, this track will go down this way. Okay, I think the overall track. Let me make something really clear here. I think the overall track is going to be somewhere right in here. I think that's going to be the overall track. I don't think it goes down this way any further. I don't think it comes up north any further. I'm talking about the track of the low. Okay. Now the heavier bands will shift with it like that, or they could shift with it like that down. We're gonna have to wait and see. Okay, let's go forward on the Euro. The Euro is incredible. I drooled over this one. Look at that. It takes the low, it did kind of wobble into GFS territory a little bit. It took it into western Tennessee. Now it takes it up into central Kentucky. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. You just talk about a berry job. Central Indiana gets buried. That's I'd say minimum 9-inch snow right there. Most likely more, if this was to verify. But it's just gorgeous. But we can't. I've learned this too many times, guys. I've done this for 10 years, probably more. You can't lock in on a track, even 2 days out. I mean, this storm's coming in Saturday. It's going to evolve. You can't lock into a track this soon. Okay. There's the Euro's take on things, and oh, look at the cold air coming down. Let me, matter of fact, I'll give you a little bit of eye candy. You guys are going to see this anyway. Okay, this is I'm not very good with Zulu times. Hang with me. This is 2 p.m. My bad. 2 p.m. on Sunday while you're all sitting there watching football. Here comes the snow down here. Now, there is one thing that's concerning about this system. Okay, here comes the snow starting. It's moving up this way. There's already 7.8 inches down here in southern Indiana according to the Euro. This is one thing that's bothering me about this system, guys. I want you to watch this progress. Okay, boom. Central Indiana gets annihilated by 11 inches. This is a 10-to-1 ratio, too. Ratios most likely are going to be higher. You saw what happened this morning. The snow was fluffier. That was because we were down. Oh, what was the temperature this morning, guys? Help me out here. It was, I think I had a temperature on my truck of 16 degrees. What happens is, and I'm not going to explain this all the way. For those of you who know, it's simple math, okay? It's 10-to-1 ratio usually. Usually it's 10 inches of snow for a inch of liquid, or QPF, what we call. When it gets colder, those ratios go up because the snow fluffs up even higher. So instead of 10-to-1, I think we're going to be in between 12 to 15-to-1, which means if we get an inch of liquid, that would bump the totals up not to 10 inches, but maybe 13 to 14. It would bump them up. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Okay, that explains the ratios. Hopefully, here's the problem I've got with this storm, and this scares me. See that? That's a really skinny axis of heaviest snow. Look down here, nothing hardly. Look up here. Look how quick it cuts off. Look down here, how quick it cuts off. If this low decides it wants to shift further south, it's going to take all this down yonder, down that way, down in southeastern Indiana, and central Indiana will get left with these lighter amounts. 7 inches isn't bad, I guess. But if the low decides it wants to scoot further north, which it could, we're still safe. I'd rather see a track shift north than south. We don't want to see a south shift at all. But the point I'm trying to make is this banding is really narrow, and whoever gets set up in this banding is going to get clobbered. There's no doubt in my mind. It's going to happen. And if this storm was moving slower, it would be historic. The reason this storm would have the potential to dump more. Look, it's putting out 11.1 inches right there in western Hamilton County. Don't buy this yet, though. But anyway, this storm would have the potential to dump more if it wasn't moving like that fast. It's moving really fast. We've got a powerful upper level air pattern going on. It's carrying it out quick. Hopefully it slows down. We'll see. Okay. Oh, what did I have next here? Oh, the big story. Temperatures. Oh, goodness. Well, 1994, I remember that year well. Got down to negative 20, I believe. This is the Euros take on things, and I want you, it's like clockwork, okay? This is hour 66. This is Sunday overnight, okay? Our storm's here, and look at their temperatures. Remember what I said? I've said this. You want temperatures in the mid-20s to lower 30s for snow. If you get them too cold, like what's up here, your track's not going to be up here, okay? This is, it's tough to explain, but this is the zone you want. Now watch what happens here. Here comes our system. Our system's coming up and delivering us snow. Okay, now watch over here in western Illinois. Uh-oh. Here we go. We're going into Sunday. We're getting later. Here it comes. Okay, and now we're into Monday overnight. Okay. Monday. Oh, goodness. Oh. And there's Tuesday overnight. That's right, folks. Euro is showing temperatures of 20 below zero. Right here. Do I think this is going to happen? It could. It could. Some people disagree with me, and I'll tell you why I think it might happen. It all depends on the snowpack we have. If we have more than 6 inches of snow on the ground, which I think is almost a flat given, I think these temperatures are very doable. 19 to 20 degrees below. 30 degrees below? No. I'm going to stick between 5 below to 15 below, but I think 20 below is very doable. Okay? Simple as that. So, the cold is coming. It will last. Let me go forward here. Highs on Tuesday. We'll be lucky if they even get it out of the negative digits. They might get into single digits, but this cold spell is going to last all the way through Thursday. Look at this. We're in Thursday now, okay, and we start moderating finally. We get back in, and then Friday, boom, okay. Anyway, I've talked too long. I was going to talk about the Greenland block, but I'm not going to talk about that today. So, stay tuned. Be ready. It's coming. Timeline. Recap, if you've made it this far, which I wouldn't doubt you if you haven't. Storm moves in Saturday night. Gets here Sunday morning. Starts snowing right around noon Sunday afternoon. Okay, give me a 6-hour window, plus or minus either way. We don't know if it's going to speed up or slow down. So That's just a general timeline right now. But Sunday looks snowy. Overnight, Sunday looks snowy. Monday it should taper off. Then behind that system, that's coming. Minus 17. Please take care, folks. If you have pets, you know the deal here. Bring them inside. Just take care of yourselves. Get your homes ready. Get your pipes ready. I've been doing that all day. It is coming. I'll have more. Take care, folks.